Hi all and welcome to another video. This week's tutorial on synthesis is about making a string sound or a violin sound, but not before we go to our quote. This week the quote is from Bob Marley, a famous musician that is a true pioneer in reggae music, and it goes like this. Truth is, everybody is going to hurt you. You just got to find the ones worth suffering for. So now let's move on to making our string sound in Reason. Open Reason and log in with your credentials, of course. Now for the first thing to do, let's drag in and drop the Subtractor analog synthesizer, and first things first, reset the device right here. Now let's look what sound we have here. Those are triangle sounds, but we are using waveform 5 and waveform 17. The first waveform 17 looks like this and is a waveform suitable for string type sounds. The second oscillator waveform 5 looks like this. This waveform emphasizes the higher harmonics, a bit like a sawtooth wave, only slightly less bright sounding. Now for those two oscillators together we get this sound. That's a nice start. So the phasing of both oscillators, set them to flat. And let's put that around 59, like this, for both of them. Now for the second oscillator we're going to move it up a scale to 5, like this. Now we're going to detune them about so they sound a bit brighter and wider from each other, like this. Next thing we should do is get rid of the attack. Set it around 50, I guess. 54 maybe. Okay, that's sounding good. The decay to around 75-ish, like this. The sustain can be maxed out and the release to around 50, like this. Now the sound is a bit dull. Let's brighten it up again with a notch filter. So set filter 1 to notch. Increase keyboard tracking to around 30, like this. The KBD knob is a filter frequency knob that tracks the MIDI, so it determines the bass frequency. With the knob turned fully right, the further up the keyboard you play, the more the filter is opened from this bass frequency. The further down the keyboard you play, the more the filter frequency is closed from this bass frequency. Now the sound is a bit harsh in the higher range of the spectrum. Let's first set the frequency a little bit higher and the resonance to around 85. like this. Now it's a bit sharp in the high end, so let's put on filter 2. Set the resonance to around 30. Like that. And the filter to around 100. Like this. Yeah, we're getting there. So now let's fine tune our sound a bit more. Let's use LFO 1 for that. Let's sync the LFO. The waveform triangle is okay. And set the rate to 2/4. That's okay. And the amount to around 30. Now let's have a listen. So the destination should be on the filter frequency to give that filter a bit of movement. Now set the second LFO to phase like it already is, and the rate to around 80. That's okay. And the amount to around 65. Like this. And the keyboard tracking again, let's put it to around 70, I think. Now we got a bit of movement inside that sound. Now we have to put this synth on legato and the Parlamento, increase that a bit. Around 40 sounds nice. Now that's what I call a nice string. Now don't forget to save your patch like this, and let's call it a synth violin. Save it. So I hope you enjoyed and learned something. Don't forget to subscribe and like this video, and you would really help me out by sharing it. So see you in the next video. Bye bye.